It's time now for Message Received, the show where we, the part of the Big Red Laser show where we read off comments from the past week. Alright, so the first one is from Grump.
Right.
In the, oh man, that video, the 6 pervy DOA last round outfits.
That was a good one.
That was an amazing video.
That was a good one.
Grump says, I love how anti-politically correct your channel is. Keep it up. We need more like you in this social justice warrior world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's what we try to do.
Yes, we cater to the masses. The masses need to be louder.
We are, I think we are less politically correct than GameSpot and IGN and all the big sites. And I think that's a good thing. So we, just now in the order, we showed you a dick. So that shows you what we're all about. We show you all the bad stuff that's in games.
Don't forget to censor it in the highlights.
I will.
The next one is from last week's message received. Doom is awesome, and he says, how much money do you guys make at Zoomin TV? Do you guys plan on being as popular as Pewdiepie? I think that's a dream. I think that's a dream.
Although it would suck for us, because how it works here is we work for a company, basically.
Yeah.
And Zoomin Games is the games department of that company.
Yeah, so we have a we have a paycheck.
Yeah, we are just employees.
Yeah.
We are not like PewDiePie and
who gets pretty much all the revenue.
His own business, right?
No.
So that's not the way it works around here. So having said that, it would also kind of suck if we would grow as big as PewDiePie, because we would see none of the money.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
well, it would be all in the company.
Yeah. But we would get a very firm handshake from the boss probably, and he will say,
good job.
Good job. You made me a millionaire. You're awesome.
Pretty much. Yeah. This one is from the Games Within Games Top 5, posted on Monday. Luis Alex Phoenix says most of their lists suck because they usually mix their own choices with things, obvious paid to be there and or to please fanboys. There are lists clearly ordered by big developers.
Again, we don't make that much money, and we'll actually, to be honest, we have never ever had a developer offer us a deal or something.
We've never done any sponsored videos.
So this whole sort of conspiracy theory, people like to think of, oh, the big YouTubers get all this money from developers and publishers. It's just not true, or at least not in our case.
Yeah. So,
but also, we would never like take money and
we would be transparent about it.
We would see, definitely.
If we were asked to promote something that we like as well, you know, if we were gonna make a video of it anyway, you know,
it would be cool.
That would be a win-win situation.
If EA called us up and said, okay, we hear you guys are making a Games Within Games video, how much will it take for you to put some EA games on there?
Yeah,
it would be crazy. But it just doesn't happen.
But you know, but if it would happen, we would be very transparent about it.
The way we make lists is we just have a discussion.
Yeah, and every Monday on Skype with Robert in Turkey.
Exactly.
We have
we have
a calendar.
Give our opinion, and then we make a list.
Exactly. We have a calendar of upcoming events, and we try to base our top 5 lists, you know, around that, but also to make them timeless, and discuss actually what goes into the top 5. And again, top 5 things, and so many choices.
That's true.
And on to the next one is from the same video. Romo Super Saiyan. Seriously, no Final Fantasy VIII card game even mentioned? That game just kills everything you guys mentioned.
Yeah, and I put this in here for you, because you can probably say something about the Final Fantasy VIII card game.
Yes, well, it was a mini game.
Okay.
And the top 5 was more about actual playable games
within
games, right?
True.
So mini games,
it's different.
Yeah, mini games and actual games that you could play are different.
Yeah.
There's a difference between that, so read between those lines as well. However, I kind of do agree that if if it was a top 5 about mini games, then Triple Triad would be my number 1 because Triple Triad is fucking amazing. They actually just reintroduced it in Final Fantasy 14.
That's a coincidence.
And I need to grind more cards. It is the sole thing that made Final Fantasy 8 awesome. If
the mini game.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, because
that
it was an integral part of the system, because you could transform those cards into spells that you could use to boost your stats.
Okay.
You could play Final Fantasy VIII without leveling your characters. You just draw spells.
All right.
And assign them to stats, and that's how your characters grew. I love Triple Triad. It's better than Hearthstone.
Those are
fighting
bold
words.
Statement. Bold
Fighting
statement.
words. All right. So El Shazlo says, "Is it just an advertisement for the remaster of Day of the Tentacle and Geometry Wars? Not a top, just propaganda with just propaganda. Well, Zoomin Games got his pockets very filled this day. Brain cells dying slowly over this comment.
Again, this is him saying 2 games that are on the top 5 were paid for. We're just ads, and we got our pockets filled that day by some
who made Day of the Tentacle?
Backroom dealings.
Who made Day of the Tentacle again? Sierra Games? No?
Day of the Tentacle. That's
LucasArts.
LucasArts. True. And right now, I think the rights belong to Disney or Double Fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, we totally got our pockets filled by Disney. Yeah. Avengers is going to be the best movie ever. Frozen is amazing. That's why Trailer Time is going to be about Frozen Fever, an animated short, not even a whole movie, just Elsa, Anna, icing. Check it out tomorrow.
So again, I think it's
Guys,
pretty amazing.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
We don't
get paid.
No. We're not that important.
If we were, we'd tell you. This is a sponsored video brought to you by our friends at EA, Activision, Capcom.
He's wearing
Sony.
this Goku thing out of his own will.
Yes.
This is not a product placement for Dragon Ball Z, the new game.
We didn't even get the new
there
Xenoverse
you
game.
go.
That's why. It's on the way.
We're very easy to bribe. If you just give us a free game, that's enough.
Already got that one. We're on number 6. Comment number 6 is from the Terror Show about bullshit games.
Alright.
And it's from Sick of It All 89. Terra nailed it that games are running out of ideas. Just the order.
Yeah, there we go.
There are too many of them, and almost everything exists as a game, even some of the most absurd things. Unless there is a revolution in gaming very soon, it will come to a halt. We will be seeing more clones of games which exist, or just games that mix up stuff that are in other games. Well, yeah, what we just played is a perfect example of that.
Exactly. This is a next-gen game. But the only next-gen thing about the order are the graphics.
Yes, about how seamlessly it goes from cinematics into gameplay.
Exactly. That's. But in terms of gameplay, it could be a PS2 game. Yeah. Easily. So yeah, I think that's definitely true. And what I look forward to the most are actual new gameplay ideas.
Kind of like the whole burning a whole building before you act.
Yeah,
just you check
something
items.
we haven't seen. So we know how cover shooters work, and we know how RPGs work, and all this stuff. But where is the next new big thing?
Yeah, but don't you have the feeling that sometimes you just want to play something familiar?
Yeah, I do.
And that's fine too.
Do. But like now we have this whole new generation of consoles. Where are all the cool games with amazing AI and all this stuff?
You know, it might also be because we're a little bit old and stuffy.
And also, these consoles are just a year old, so it might take a while. Yeah,
but also maybe like all this gameplay might be new for the current new generation of gamers. You know, when we were when we were 16.
Yeah,
you know, we were playing these games, and for us that was new. And now kids who are 16 now and only jumping into this generation of consoles, you know, this is all new to them as well. This one is also from the Bullshit Games video from Terra. Levy G says, that's like saying they've run out of ideas for books. You can't run out of ideas, they are limitless. And followed up by Sickaville89 again. Books ain't the same thing as games. Books are made to make your imagination run wild, and the things one person sees and feels reading a book will be different than someone else reading the same book. While the games, everyone sees them the way they are made, and little to nothing is left out for the imagination. Well, except some sandbox games, that's where their charm comes from.
Yeah, so do you think he has a point?
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
But even books have sort of, they can be similar. They're divided into genres. And
yes, yeah, and book critics, you know, people who are really into books will often say, yeah, no, that book was terrible. It was too much like that other one. It was a ripoff,
right,
or whatever. Or sometimes
right after the Da Vinci Code, you had all these ripoffs.
Yeah,
and now you have 50 Shades of Grey, and you have all these books who are like 50 Shades of Grey.
Exactly.
So I think it's the same in every media. Movies as well, right?
Yeah, so when it comes to ideas, that's the same everywhere. But
yeah.
I do agree that books do allow for a lot more imaginary freedom per person.
think out of all, like, books, films, and games are by far the hardest to make. Because you have to account for a player. Yeah. And he has to be able to do stuff within your thing. Yeah. So that makes it so much more difficult, I think.
Yeah, he has to abide to your rules. Yeah. But what happens if he breaks your rules and then your game is broken?
Yeah. What if he just decides to look at the floor and he misses all the beautiful stuff you've put in your game? I mean, all that you have to account for. So, yeah. But I hope within our lifetime we'll see some truly new types of gameplay.
Hopefully.
And not just an even more beautiful cover shooter.
Yeah. All right. And this one is from again. We're back to the pervy outfits video. Yeah, because that was a great video.
It was a good video.
I did not make that list. Who made that list actually?
Robert and I did.
Okay, of course.
I made our mysterious voiceover lady say "fuck," which was good.
You
right at the end of the video.
You love making her say things, right?
Yeah. So every time you guys hear a beep, that's her actually saying "fuck" and me beeping it. So. Yep. Just so you know.
Well, then again, it's a robot. We program whatever she says.
Yeah.
So Alex Genesis says, only fat gamers, no life punks, guys that can't get a girlfriend, and dumbasses will masturbate to this, will only pay all that money to see naked graphics. Get a life, you fat bitches!
Alright.
That's quite a statement. It's quite a statement, and very judgmental.
Yeah.
Very judgmental.
Something you don't usually see on the internet.
No. Wow. Especially on YouTube.
Exactly, yeah. The YouTube comment section, that never happens.
Yeah, so no. It's like, damn.
Very original comment.
Exactly. Man, this guy, Alex Genesis, he knows exactly what he's talking about. You know, if lifestyle-wise, you know, we should abide to that.
And he got his comment read on this show.
Yeah,
so it's always good.
So see, he's the guy. He's the man. And the last one is a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit that I noticed.
All right. So what are all these comments?
These are all comments about things that weren't included in our lists.
Ah, okay. So they are helping us.
Yeah, so earlier we talked about how people thought we were paid to make certain lists. And now I wanted to bring up the fact that it's a top 5. We are well aware that are many more games that could be put in a list, in a top 5 list. But we have to pick 5. There are only 5 things we need to choose. So these are like 5 of the best choices that we had. Jetstream Sam didn't make the cut.
I know. Actually, we totally forgot about Jetstream Sam.
Yeah, it's been a really long time. I thought he was Mexican, actually.
Me too. Or Spanish or something.
Yeah. Wait! We had another message this week.
Yeah, you're right. We actually got a message in the mail.
In the mail! Fan mail. So we were actually waiting for message received. Britt Lawson, a.k.a. Beth Rose.
Oh, in the chat.
Britt is her sister. I'm sorry. Beth Lawson. Beth. Okay. All right. Huh. I did seem to... Oh, personal letters. Personal letters for
This
Tara.
is crazy.
Personal letter from me.
They all have kisses.
Hey guys, first of all, thank you so much for being so amazing and hilarious. I'm 20 years old and have been watching Zoomin games since I was 17 or 18. I've only started
It's almost as long as we exist. That's cool.
Yeah, I only recently started watching the streams live, but I always watch the archives. I have severe depression, which has caused me a lot of physical and emotional pain over the years, and I often find myself in tears when alone. But I know a Big Red Laser stream will always make me feel better, especially when Tamtu does the voices. I laugh my ass off every time. My favorite is definitely the angry Japanese man. I started a quest of my own about 6 months ago to watch audio videos from the start to finish. I am currently a third of the way through. It is amazing to see how far this channel has come when just 3 years ago you were just uploading 5 to 10 minute long videos of gameplay with only commentary being that of the mysterious voiceover lady in the top 5s. We all got presents as well.
Oh,
so
man.
this one is for
It's
Robert.
like Christmas.
We can't open these, but this one is yours.
I'll open mine.
This one is Tara's. This one is for Kate. Oh, that's what she said.
Oh wow, look at this. Some sort of necklace, I think.
Oh, wow.
Like a very, like almost something someone in the order would wear.
No way! No way!
What is this?
It's a Triforce!
Wow.
It's a freaking Triforce!
That's cool.
Freaking Triforce, yo.
I never wore a necklace before.
It does look very Castlevania-ish.
It does, right?
So, you know, this is a Triforce. And, well, it's funny. Earlier this week, on my own channel, I vlogged about...
Pretty gay.
maybe
cool,
maybe with a bigger chain.
Yeah. They're nice.
I mentioned that...
Maybe she made them herself.
Yeah,
Probably,
possibly.
right? People make jewelry.
Okay, so this, I definitely need a bigger chain. We definitely need bigger chains for this, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching Message Received, the show where we, you know, answer your questions about Zoomin games, about us, about Big Red Laser. We answer anything you want to know, even if you think
money.
Even if you think we're frauds.
Why we use boobs for views, all that stuff.
Yes, we we kind of danced around that answer.
Okay,
but,
well, ask us again.
Yeah, ask us again, and we'll answer it properly, I guess. But
leave your questions on this video as well.
Yeah.
So post them in the comments, and that will make it much easier for us.
Yeah.
To get some good ones next week.
Yeah, and your questions in this one, and otherwise we'll be picking out comments that amuse us.
Of course.
In Message Received. So that's it. Be sure to check back next week in Big Red Laser if you want to see us read this live, you know, on the fly. Otherwise, this video will be up shortly after the stream. So we are going back to the chat,